Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to Bluegrass Home Garden TV. Art is with us again of Hubbard Mechanical, getting ready to showcase us what looks to be something that's going to be pretty yummy. What we got here?
These are a black bean burger. It's not a true black bean. There is meat with it.
Okay.
But it's just a play on it. It's a little healthier thing for a burger because some people, they're worried about the cholesterols and everything else. So this is just something that kind of it's going to be a little different than most people haven't really
Okay,
had.
so ingredients. We got some ground beef.
I've got the 92% lean beef.
Okay.
We've got green bell peppers, red bell peppers, black beans, green onions, and we've got corn, and then we'll salt and pepper. And then I put an egg for a binder because it's so lean.
Right. And now, see, I'm seeing all these ingredients. I'm like, we need some pepper jack cheese. Where's some pepper jack cheese?
Well, actually, believe it or not, on these burgers, I don't put any cheese on them myself.
Really?
And I love cheese.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll be back here in just a few minutes. We'll get started. And we got Springhouse Gardens coming your way. Well, we are back over at Springhouse Gardens with Richard Weber, and that might be the cutest little tiny tree things we've ever seen on this show.
I don't think we've ever shown you these, have we?
They're so cute.
Normally, I don't have these to do this in the wintertime. We sell them in the spring and the summer, and they're gone.
Wow.
But I ordered an extra large amount of these last year because I knew people were just going to need to garden like crazy. And dwarf conifers, these are little baby dwarf conifers. Look at
so cute.
they're in little pots. Boy, that one's already rooted out in there. But these are in little pots. A lot of people will call these starter bonsais. They'll do make a bonsai out of them.
Okay.
Anybody that does fairy gardens will come out and shop because these are some of those conifers that grow like a half an inch a year.
Yeah.
Other people do railroad gardening. We'll use these for railroad.
Okay.
But we had them up there, and nobody was seeing them in the greenhouse, the poly house. And I thought, well, I've got these planters. We'd put some greenery in them for Christmas time. But after Christmas, I thought, I need to do something other than just having the greenery cut and stuck in there. So I went and chose some of my favorite ones. This is another type of Chamaecyparis. We did another segment on Chamaecyparis a while ago. We also talked about a dwarf mugo pine, but the one we talked about before was golden. This is just a really miniature one. And this is a miniature arborvitae.
I love that.
Miniature juniper, and another type of hinoki cypress. So there's so many, there's literally thousands of different varieties of dwarf conifer. And what makes them dwarf doesn't mean that these are always going to stay really tiny. A dwarf conifer is just one that will grow shorter or smaller than its parent plant. So if the parent plant is 100 feet tall, it could be 50 feet and be considered a dwarf. So you have to really use that term dwarf with a grain of salt, but or a gram of fertilizer, however you want to do it. But anyway, so these are really, really cool, and you can plant these, actually plant them in there. These are going to come out when I get ready for putting spring flowers in, but for now I'm protecting them for the winter time. But they could be planted in a planter, and you could leave them out all year round.
Or you could have them in the house?
No, these are not house plants. These have to be outside. They have to stay cool. But most of these will grow in the full sun, but there are a handful that will take full shade. So I've got some little miniature troughs or little concrete planters in another area of the garden where it's total shade, and they're looking really, really neat. You put little miniature hostas, different things like that in them. So it's a real fun way, especially if you want to get the kids involved, and if you don't want something that gets out of control very quickly.
They're the perfect size for kids.
Oh yeah.
They'd be like, that's like me.
So remember, some of these plants might be like this one is probably 4 years old. So again, when you see the price on some of these things, this one's like $18.99. But
that's how long it took for it to be that size.
So it's really kind of cool. So anyway, you might want to come out and look at those. We'll have a lot more in the springtime.
All right, so definitely check out your website for the hours and everything.
Yeah, website, Facebook, Instagram. We'll give you our hours. We're open Monday through Friday right now.
Here at Hubbard Mechanical, when we say we only charge you for the services you need, we mean it. We've got the invoices to prove it. This customer was told that the repair was going to be $1,200 by a flat rate book. We were going to save them hundreds of dollars, but we ended up saving $900 because we found out that the parts were under warranty. This is just one example of how we save our customers money during their time of need. So next time you're in need, give us a call here at Hubbard Mechanical and see the difference yourself.
Well, we are back, getting ready to mix up all this goodness. All right, Art, walk us through it.
Well, we're going to put all the stuff together. We're going to use, because this is more of a heart healthy.
You actually broke out a spoon. And see, I just be like,
I did.
in there.
Well, I do it for a basis. But you're going to do a teaspoon of black pepper, and this is 2 pounds of ground beef.
Okay.
So we're going to do a teaspoon of that, and we're going to do a teaspoon, or a half a teaspoon, which that would be 2 of these for a teaspoon. Basic math.
I know. Sometimes in the kitchen, I think I grab a tablespoon or a teaspoon, and then I realize, like, oh man, I just put like way too much in.
Well, the problem is I've put a tablespoon instead of a teaspoon one time on a chili.
Ooh.
And it was a little different. But good. It's still, we made it work. All right. So there's your salt and pepper. That's it. And then all the peppers. There's about one green pepper in here, 1 red pepper, a cup of black beans, 2 cups of corn, and just 4 onions sliced up. At this point, all I do it by eye. What looks good, but it just gives you a basis on pretty much just what to get for the grocery store.
Okay. Do you drain your black beans before
Yes, I do.
you use them? Okay.
I do, and I always buy the low sodium black beans, because what that does is that helps again with your heart. Now, it's hard. What I found is black beans, it's very, very hard to get all the juices out of them.
Right.
But I just kind of go, and then you got your little rings of onions, and I just kind of break them up a little bit, just kind of so it's not too overbearing when you bite into one of them.
Yeah.
And then you mix them together, and sometimes you're like, okay, you know what?
Now, are you using fresh corn, canned corn, frozen? Frozen, okay.
Frozen corn. It holds it better in the burger.
And you said this is just a green pepper, so if you wanted something maybe like a little bit spicier, you could maybe go with like a poblano.
You could. And they have the green peppers and the red peppers and the orange peppers all have a different flavor profile. Some of them are sweeter, some of them have more, not really a spicy bite, but still a bite.
I love poblanos. All right, we'll let you keep working on that. We'll be back here in just a few.
Look what I've got. That's right, the world's largest pumpkin. So I bought these like 20 years ago. I don't even think make these things anymore, but I sure am going to hang on to them. But look at that. So I'm going to show you how to create this porch moment. And you're not going to get the world's largest pumpkin. And it's also, and these are fake, you know, you can do real pumpkins, a little bit smaller ones, but the concept is a stack of pumpkins of some form. So don't judge. But I'll make the rest of it very easy on you. Okay, we got our urn and empty it out. Look at this. This base is a grapevine wreath. And when you buy these, and it has the twine of the grapevine wrapped around it, I just took wire cutters and cut it off, and I then just really pulled it apart to make it, again, a little looser. And these beautiful leaves we sell at the store. This is a birch leaf, and I just think those are beautiful. And what I did, I have to dissect this one to kind of show you what I'm doing, is I took these green leaves to add a little, because I feel like fall, you know, yeah, we think of fall leaves and fall berries, but I still think we got green leaves. So I took this, poked it in side of there. I took this leaf, shaped it a little bit, poked it in there, and you can see I fill it in. And that grapevine holds it in place. Plop my pumpkin on top, and I have the world's easiest, most dramatic fall arrangement you ever can imagine out of some leaves and a grapevine wreath. You can do this, kids. House by JSD.com. Come and see us.
Hi everyone, your Pinterest hit and miss this week is an absolute, hit if you like ice cream sandwiches and you like things red, white, and blue. So Art has given us those great skewer ideas that were red, white, and blue, and then we showcased all these projects last week. It's like, what happens if you're like last minute and you need something? And of course, the 4th of July is always gonna be hot usually, right? So we need something a little cool to come off of and cool us down. So I picked up some cute little red, white, and blue sprinkles, and then I found these star ones. I'm gonna open these up. I put them in some small glass containers. You could, of course, just buy solids if you can't find these mixes that are already together. That would not be a problem whatsoever. The kids will love these too, so get them involved. Oh my goodness. My kids don't have that much of a sweet tooth. It's actually slightly disappointing at times. Because I'm like, look what I did, look what I did. Now we have these cute little squared versions of the ice cream sandwiches. And all you do, you guessed it, how easy and cute and patriotic and yummy are those? That's so fun. Now you could do something very similar if you got the really small sprinkles that are like the sugar crystals that are different colors. You could do a similar idea with fresh fruit, dipping it in with maybe a little bit of white chocolate. Actually, I'm gonna do this one, I think, different ways. We're gonna do, oh yeah. It's gonna be a multi one. Ah, so cute. But you could also, oh, this ice cream sandwich looks like it's been beaten up a little bit. Right, we'll do all this one. I just think this is so cute, and I think the kids would love it. And if you're like me and you kind of feel like you're a big kid at heart all the time, or you really get nostalgic with things that you think you would love as a kid that you would have went crazy about, this is one of those projects. So, easy. It's a win. There's so many different applications that you could, take this and go with it. So have fun and happy 4th of July.
Hi, I'm Richard Weber from Springhouse Gardens. Did you know that getting your hands dirty is sometimes a good thing? Digging in the dirt has been proven to reduce stress and provide a sense of happiness and contentment. Come find your happy at Springhouse Gardens.
Comfort Master came in and helped me do an assessment because it's a geothermal unit. The value that they give us is really important, and if that's $1 or $2 higher, I'm okay with that because I know the guys are safe, I know they're well educated. Just had a great experience with Comfort Master.
All right. You did pretty well there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, one thing that we didn't say before is once you get all your ingredients mixed in there, then put your egg in there. That way the egg goes over a lot of it and it acts as a good binder.
Okay.
And so, and of course you need that really good because with all the vegetables inside there, there's a lot of voids of the meat touching. So you need something to stick together.
See, my mind is just going 90 miles a minute with this combo. I'm like, ooh, I wonder what would happen if I added cilantro in there.
Well, some people do put cilantro.
Ooh, yay.
I am not the biggest cilantro fan.
Oh, and see, I have like probably a slightly unhealthy relationship with cilantro. I love it so much.
Yeah. Well, and the good thing about recipes is they're just road maps.
Yeah.
That it takes you to your destination. You don't have to follow that route exactly the way. You can take little detours.
Now, what kind of bun do you typically put these on?
I like a sesame seed bun. You can use an onion bun. I like, with these burgers being more hearty, I like a thicker bun to go with it.
Okay, have you ever tried them on the lettuce, like to even make them healthier?
I've never tried that, but I'm sure you could because, especially if you get a nice green leafy lettuce.
The bib, like the big thick bib lettuce that they do the hydroponics with.
Yep.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just gonna keep patting these out and then the grill?
Yep, we're gonna use the Blackstone today.
Okay, all right, stay tuned. We got more coming your way. We are over in Greenbrier today, the Reserve at Greenbrier with Jimmy Nash Homes. But Sissy is with us talking about a little of the inspiration behind this project. So he built the home, the homeowner calls him, and they want all of this.
Yes.
It's nice. It's very, very nice. Tell us about the inspiration they had behind this space.
Well, so we're not in the remodeling business.
Right.
But we had built this house 3 years ago, and the homeowner was on vacation, and she told her husband, she said, I would like a cabana like this. So the husband calls Jimmy that afternoon. They already start planning this.
Wow.
And we added some a spiral staircase outside.
So
I know
cute.
you guys can't see that. Added 2-car garage.
Nice.
And then added this beautiful pool house that I think welcomes anybody.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about the floor in here. What kind of floor is this?
This is called Bluestone.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's pretty how it just comes in here and travels outside. And
It really gives you that seamless feel and look.
Yes.
Man, I just have a feeling if I worked from home and this was my space that I would just not ever want to leave, right? I mean, it's just so cute the way they decorated it too.
And they have grandchildren.
Ah,
So
they love it.
this is perfect for them too. And what's neat about Jimmy is that since we don't do remodeling, we will come back in though and work with the homeowner. And now after this project, we're going to add a bedroom for them.
Oh, nice. Well, and they probably can appreciate that because he knows all the fixtures and everything that went into it and the styling, so he can make everything match up really, really well.
Yeah.
And I know next time we're actually going to showcase a little bit more of the outside because we're going to run out of time, which I should be having my toes in that. That's all I got to say. But
maybe that's what we do the rest of this afternoon.
Yeah. Just take off, blow off work. No, we're kidding. I have way too much on my to-do list. But JimmyNashHomes.com, you can learn all kinds of information there and keep following them on social media because you've been doing really well, like with your social media, showcasing a lot of these little neat projects and everything. And I just love all the design elements that come together. So thank you, Sissy, for giving us a little bit of tour. We'll catch up with you next time on the outside.
Thank you.
I was the star around here until Glass Doctor installed this perfect shower enclosure. Now they look at me like, well, there you go.
Get a custom shower enclosure that almost everyone will love. Visit glassdoctor.com today.
Did you know that most gardeners are optimists? 9 out of 10 gardeners would tell you that their watering can is half full. Why else would a gardener plant a tree that they may never get to sit under? Come improve your outlook at Springhouse Gardens.
Welcome back. It is go time. Art, let's make it happen.
We're gonna do it.
I'm getting a little hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna put these things on here and listen to that wonderful sizzle.
Yes. And if you don't hear that sizzle, you've probably not got your grill hot enough.
Correct. Yeah. You definitely want to. It's a fine line. You don't want it too hot to where it burns it, but you don't want it too cold to where it's heating up and your burger's heating up with it.
Okay, so now how do you ensure that these get done all the way through, especially where you've got all these other ingredients going on here?
What I usually do is you can kind of tell, I hold them still, and I might close the lid on this a little bit to hold the heat inside there, and what that does is that will kind of almost cook it like in the oven. And then I look for it, and I just, all by eye. Okay. Again, you want the clear juices to come out of it. You want them to be to where it's all just flowing, and just like anything else, just watching, learning. You're gonna mess up a bunch of times before you get good at it. You learn way more from your mistakes, and I have crisped all kinds of stuff before I've had success, and just trial and error, but just mainly use your eye. What you see, they're all like ground beef, like when you ground ground beef, you see it, it goes good, you just kind of keep watching it and wait for the juices to go clear.
You're not doing the thumbprint thing this time?
I am. I'm gonna let this one go. I don't do it so much on the Blackstone as I do on the grill because it's kind of holding it better, but I still do it. I just don't do so dramatic. And where this has so much other ingredients in it, it's not gonna let the beef swell up because all your different vegetables are gonna stop it from popping up.
Gotcha. Who would have thought that you had to get that technical?
Trial and error.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. I'd just be like, it looks, maybe we should flip it, maybe we shouldn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, so about how long do these cook?
Usually about 5 to 8 minutes on both sides. Sometimes less, sometimes more, just depending on how hot the griddle is.
All right, well, I'm getting hungry.
Yep.
Hope you are. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
It'll be good.
Jimmy McKinney, the Skinny with J&R Construction, is with us now. You've been all over the place. It's been kind of hard to get you
yeah, it's been
reined in.
It's remodeling is the season, right?
Yes, everybody's trying to get everything ready so that it's done before the holidays. Yeah. But so we're in a project that you all completed.
Yeah.
Walk us through what really was here beforehand.
So right where we're standing used to be the wall between the kitchen and the dining room, and there's just a small opening. And as you'll see up front too, when we get up there was a closed off opening going into the foyer area. So we opened that up, took this wall completely out, engineered beams so it's a flush. There's no beams hanging down, there's no soffits, anything like that. Right. And then that really opened up the possibilities to what we could design, in the kitchen. And in this area, we kind of did a separate area to where you can come over, you can fix a drink, you're eating. We did a leathered countertop.
And this is really nice. Like I've seen a lot of leathered countertops before, but this one just with the veins in it and everything, it almost looks like wood.
Yeah.
It's really
I was
really
thinking
cool.
too, it's like a little storm cloud.
Yeah, well that works too. Tell us about the cabinets.
The cabinets we went with a natural finish. They didn't want to, painted is a big, style right now and also stain, but they wanted to go natural. And these are inset cabinets. So you lose a little bit of the cabinet inside, but you get the look on the outside of where it's inset. So when you open it up, you lose a little bit of space,
just
with
a
the
little bit
door,
of depth,
but just a little bit. But if you've
Not
got
much.
enough storage and, you've got all the slow close feature of everything,
So kids aren't running around just
drawers
slamming doors.
drawers are all inset as well. So we were able to put a little wine fridge over here. You've got a separate sink from the kitchens. You've got your
Nice.
coffee area, so you can have those.
And of course, you all did the floors too, right?
We did. So they had existing hardwood, and then some of where we took out the walls, we blended it all in. It looks like there were never any walls here, and we did some inset vents as well. So
Giving everybody that really open floor plan that everybody
yeah,
wants.
I mean, you could have 30, 40 people in here comfortably.
Yeah. All right. And I know next time we're going to see more of the kitchen area and the living space there. But in the meantime, if people have questions, if they're wanting to, you know, they realize that buying a new home maybe just isn't in the cards because the market's crazy and they want to remodel.
Just look up J&R Construction online or visit us online on our website, jrcsi.com, or call the office.
Hi, I'm Richard Weber from Springhouse Gardens. Did you know that getting your hands dirty is sometimes a good thing? Digging in the dirt has been proven to reduce stress and provide a sense of happiness and contentment. Come find your happy at Springhouse Gardens.
Comfort Management came in and helped me do an assessment because it's a geothermal unit. The value that they give us is really important, and you know, if that's $1 or $2 higher, I'm okay with that because I know the guys are safe, I know they're well educated. Just had a great experience with Comfort Master.
At Glass Doctor, our trained specialists are experts at fixing foggy and cracked glass.
Looks great.
You're all set.
What we can't fix is your view.
Daddy loves you.
I gotta get some curtains.
Get ready, get set, go. And the morning race is on. Making breakfast, getting the kids dressed, getting yourself dressed, and out the door.
Mornings can be rough.
But don't worry, we'll get you ready as you get ready. Catching you up on what's going on. Lexington city leaders are moving forward with plans to
giving you the first alert to changing weather. There's a frontal boundary that's making its way into the area.
Start your day with Victor, Kristen, Andrea, and Jim on WKYT Mornings. Weekdays from 4:30 to 7.
Welcome back. I'm just a girl waiting on her burger.
Mm-hmm. The aroma is making you hungry.
Making me a little hangry.
Yep.
A little hangry.
It is time.
They smell good.
Yeah. I like them at first because I like meat. And so when I first, heard about this recipe, I was like, I don't know if I want to try it.
Well, I've never tried this before.
Yeah, and it's actually really good. Like it's almost like a garden burger already assembled. So I really enjoy it.
All right, because I have never had one at all. So I have no idea what to expect. I know I like all the ingredients.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So. All right, so we've got lettuce, tomato. You've got guacamole.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like putting that instead of on these burgers. I don't put any ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise. I typically use avocado, but right now I went to go buy them, and I could have played baseball with avocado. So obviously I knew it was
that seems to be the trend. They're either like all going bad or they're just hard as rocks.
Yeah.
So all right, well, let's get plating up and then.
All right. What do you want on yours?
I'm just going to do it all.
All right. Well, you want me to do it for you?
Sure.
All
sure.
right.
I'll let you do that. All right. We'll be back here in just a few. You all stay tuned.
Okay, we're back at my house today, and it's fall porch love. I showed you how to make these, the world's largest pumpkin fall grapevine leaf things. So we're going to do the next layer. And it really is a collection of pumpkins and lanterns. And so if anybody knows me, I love me some good blue and white porcelain. And this is a garden stool that normally sits beside one of the rocking chairs, but I pulled it over to the side door to create a collection. Now, a lot of people will think, well, you can't put this out on your porch. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Actually, I leave this out all winter long. I don't even bring it in anymore. I tried it and I thought, we'll see if it breaks. It doesn't. That's good. So my next little story is this. This is a little cutout of a pumpkin, and I have the luxury of having a friend, but also, you might have a family member, but we painted this and did this little Chinese little thing with our monogram, which is called chinoiserie. Say that one twice. Put my cute little bow with blue and orange, a little punched it up, brought my lantern, and how I made this, I'll show you this real quick. You get to do Tim the Tool Man. You get your drill out. I drilled one hole and get ready to drill a second hole in there. I take my pipe cleaner, wrap it around the bowl, stick it through the holes, twist it in, and I've already put a nail up here. Let me pull this one off and show you. That's how you hang that one up. But isn't that super cute? So I'll go ahead and finish this one up, get it hung so you can see this one. And I think once you do this, you have a little bit of unexpected fall, but I think it's really fresh and happy. It's got my little vibe of introducing my blue and white. Makes me have my own personality of fall. I like it. Come and see me, housebyjsd.com.
Hey everyone, it's Brittany with Comfort Master Heating and Air, and I'm here today to show you some quick tips on how to get ready for summer. Number one of the most important things to do is change your filter. If you do not know where your filter is located, it is usually in a filter rack by your unit or behind a grill in your house somewhere. Now in this system, the filter rack is located right here. It's got a door that you open, pull the filter out, inspect the filter, see if it is dirty, if it's covered with hair. If you have animals, it usually is. And if you don't know your filter size, it's usually on the side of the filter. The most important part is it'll have an airflow arrow. You want it to go in the correct flow of the air. You shut the door. And that's how you change your filter. If you have any questions, give us a call, and it's not too late to get your spring tune-up. We can change your filters for you.
We are almost out of time. Okay.
It's time.
May I?
Yes. Dig in.
All right. Remind us of where all these recipes can be found.
On any of our social media platforms, we put them on there. We've started a YouTube channel. You can see all that on there. We'll post pretty much all the stuff. Like I said before, my recipes are open books. I believe in barbecue as a community and a time for fellowship, and it's a time to share what you got. Dinner good? Good. I'm taking that silence as yummy. And the good thing too about always grilling outside is it saves you from heating up your house. It saves you from putting all the grease and everything down your drain. It catches, goes into the grease traps. If you're using a conventional grill, it goes into just the bottom of it and just kind of burns itself off. So it's a healthier version. It saves your drains and it saves the cooling bill.
Yeah, I'm ready to finish this out, but I know we got to wrap up the show.
Yeah.
I do think I would, I do like a little spice, so I would either add the pepper jack cheese or maybe add like some jalapeno, just maybe a little touch of jalapeno in the mix. So, but
yeah,
it's yummy.
Yep.
All right, we'll see you next time.